Hi everybody, it's Judy. Okay, this dance is called Only in America AB. It's a 32 count, 4-wall absolute beginner. Choreographer is Suzanne Oates, and the music is Only in America by Brooks and Dunn. There are no tags and no restarts. This will be a full teach. Weight is on your left foot. You're going to start with a vine to the right and a touch. So step to the right, step your left behind your right, step to the right, and touch with your left. Now when you touch here, bend that right knee slightly, and then you're going to point out, touch in, point out, touch in. All right? So the weight remains on that right foot. Okay? So weight's on your left foot, doing a vine to the right. So side, behind, side, touch, point, touch, point, touch. By bending that right knee slightly, it helps with your balance. All right, number one. Number two, you know which foot you're on, all right, and the weight remains on that right foot, so you'll know that you're going to start the next section with your left foot, right? And don't forget, if you have a problem with the vine, just do the basic line dance step. It could be side together, side, touch, point, touch, point, touch, all right? So from the top, weights on your left foot. You're doing a vine to the right. So side, behind, side, touch, point, touch, point, touch. The counts on that, right, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Weight should be on your right foot, and you're touching with your left, and you're facing 12 o'clock. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, touch. One more time and I'll add on. Ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, touch. Weight is on that right foot. You are now going to mirror that. You're going to do the same thing to the left, all right? You're going to do a vine to the left with a touch. So side, behind, side, touch, bend that left knee slightly, and then point your right, touch next to your left, point your right, touch next to your left. Weight is on your left foot, and you are facing 12 o'clock. You're touching with your right. Okay? So those last 8 counts, you're touched with your left, doing a vine to the left, side, behind, side, touch, point, touch, point, touch. Weight's on your left foot, facing 12 o'clock. Let's put all that together. Weight's on your left foot. You're doing first your vine to the right, and then point, touch, and then a vine to the left, and point, touch. Ready? Begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch. Weight's on your left foot, and you are facing 12 o'clock. Let's do that with counts. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Weight's on your left foot, you're facing 12 o'clock. Let's do that again. Ready? Begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch. You're now going to do what's called a K step. All right? The K step, I'm just going to turn this way, is you're just going to go out to the right diagonal and then back down to the right diagonal and back. Okay, so you're making that sort of a V, inverted V of the K when you do a K step. It is 4 step touches, all right? So we just finished the point touches, weights on your left foot, you're touching with your right. You're going to step out to the right diagonal, step on your right, and touch with your left and clap, right? Now you're going to go back to that left diagonal, step on your left, and touch with your right. Now you're going to go back down to the right diagonal and touch with your left, and then you're going to go forward to the left diagonal and touch with your right. Okay? So weights on your left foot, just the K step. So it's right diagonal touch, back left diagonal touch, back right diagonal touch, forward left diagonal touch. All right? Clapping on that touch will help you keep your rhythm. It'll also remind you not to put weight on that foot when you're touching, right? So your K step with counts, right? Weights on your left foot, you're touching with your right. So we're doing just the K step. Ready? Begin. So it's 1, touch 2, 3, touch 4, 5, touch 6, 7, touch 8. One more time, just the K step. So it's right diagonal touch, back left diagonal touch, back right diagonal touch, forward left diagonal touch. Let's put all that together. Weights on your left foot. Ready? Begin. Bind to the right touch, point, touch, bind to the left touch, point, touch, K step, step, touch, back right, forward left. Weights on your left foot and you are facing 12 o'clock. Let's do that again. Ready? Begin. Bind to the right touch, point, touch, bind to the left touch, point, touch, K step, back left, back right, forward left. Okay, weights on your left foot facing 12 o'clock. Let's do that with counts. Ready? Begin. Bind. 1, 2, 3, touch 4, 5, 6, 7, touch 8. Bind. 1, 2, 3, touch 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K step. 1, touch 2, back 3, touch 4, back 5, touch 6, forward 7, touch 8. Weights on your left foot and you are touching with your right. Let's do it one more time and then I'll finish up the dance. Weights on your left foot. Ready? Begin. Bind to the right touch, point, touch, bind to the left touch, point, touch, K step. Back, and forward. You're now going to do a vine to the right and you're just going to do a little scuff at the end of the vine. So side, behind, side. Now, when you scuff, kind of scuff forward and out a little bit, all right? Just like that. If you really have a problem with it, just touch, all right? So, it's a vine, side, behind, side, scuff. Now you're going to do a vine with a quarter turn left. Side, behind, quarter turn. Now do that little scuff and start the dance again with your vine to the right and touch, point, touch. All right, so you're just doing a vine to the right, then a vine quarter left, which is the end of the dance, and then you'll start that dance again with your vine. So the last 8 counts, right? You're doing a vine to the right, side, behind, side, scuff, side, behind, quarter scuff. Start the dance again, vine to the right, touch, point, touch, point, touch. The counts on those last 8. Weights on your left foot. Ready? Begin. Our vine. 1, 2, 3, scuff 4, vine 5, 6, quarter 7, scuff 8, vine to the right, touch, point, touch, starts the dance again. Okay, let's put the whole dance together. Weights on your left foot. Ready? Begin. Vine to the right, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch. Here's your K step. Step right, back, right, forward, left, start again, vine to the right, touch, point, touch, starts the dance again. Let's do that all with counts. Ready, begin. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K-step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, scuff, 4, 5, 6, 7, scuff, 8. Start again, vine to the right, touch, point, touch, starts the dance again. Okay, let's do that front wall one more time, then we'll tackle the walls. Weights on your left foot, ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch, K-step, back, left, back, right, forward, left, vine to the right, scuff, vine, forward or left, scuff. Start the dance again with your vine and your point touches. Okay, let's do the 9 o'clock wall. This dance goes counterclockwise. Weights on your left foot, ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch. Weight is on your left foot, you are facing 9 o'clock. Let's do that with counts. Ready, begin. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, point, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, point, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're now going to do your K-step to the right diagonal, back to the left diagonal, back to the right diagonal, forward to the left diagonal. Weights on your left foot and you're facing 9 o'clock. Let's do all that again. Ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch, K-step. Back, and forward. Right, let's do it once with counts and I'll finish up the dance this time. Ready, begin. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, point, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K-step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vine to the right, side behind, side scuff, side behind, quarter scuff. Start again with your vine to the right and your point touch. Put the whole 9 o'clock wall together. Ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch, K-step, back, forward, vine to the right with the scuff, vine forward or left with a scuff. Start the dance again, point, touch. Okay, let's do the 6 o'clock wall. Weights on your left foot, ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, touch. Let's do that with counts. Ready, begin. Vine, 1, 2, 3, touch, 4, point, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 2, 3, 4, point, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it with words. I'll add on this time. Ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, back left, back right, forward left, vine to the right with a scuff, vine quarter left with a scuff. Start the dance again with a vine. Okay, let's do that back wall again. Ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, step, touch, vine to the right, scuff, vine quarter left, scuff. Start the dance again with your vine and your point touch. Okay, let's do the whole 3 o'clock wall. Weights on your left foot, ready, begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, touch, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, back, vine with the scuff, vine, quarter left scuff, vine to the right, touch, starts the dance again. Let's do that 3 o'clock wall with counts. Ready, begin. Vine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. K-step, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start the dance again with your hand point touch. Okay, let's do 4 walls without stopping, and I am going to pick up the speed a little bit. Okay. Weight is on your left foot. Ready? Begin. Vine to the right, touch, point, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step. Vine to the right, scuff, vine, quarter left, scuff, vine to the right, touch, point, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, back, forward, vine to the right, scuff, vine, quarter left, scuff, vine to the right, touch, point, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, back, forward, vine to the right, scuff, vine, quarter left, scuff, vine to the right, touch, point, vine to the left, touch, point, K-step, vine to the right, scuff, vine, quarter left, scuff. Start the dance again with your vine and your point touches. Okay, let's give it a try to music. It looks good. Okay, this dance has a 32 count intro. Weight is on your left foot. You're starting with the vine and your point touch. Nice job, guys. Well done.